Hey, Fran Sensei here, and today we're going to be talking about open hand strikes, primarily knife hand strikes, which are known as a Shuto, and the ridge hand strike as far as how those goes. Now, one of the things to understand is that the knife hand strike is extremely effective because it's accurate, so it can strike certain areas on the body that a fist cannot penetrate into, creating a great tool for self-defense. Plus, it's extremely fast because there's a lot less resistance on the fist versus the flattest part of this. A knife hand is done striking with the knife edge, not the pinky, the knife edge of the hand. The thumb should be tucked in as such. It shouldn't be sticking out or hanging out like this. And don't let your fingers come apart. You want to keep the fingers forced to be together. The first one that we're going to look at is like a side knife hand strike. The other day we were talking about the back fist and the back knuckle strike. When you're executing a side knife hand strike, it's almost the same with the hand turned over instead. So striking here and pulling back, here and pulling back. Very simple technique. Okay? Inside knife hand strike is done with the same area. The only difference is instead of striking flat, it strikes in, hitting like this. Okay? Striking with that area right there. The overhead knife hand strike, which is good for clavicle, striking certain areas on the human body, person bends over, base of the neck, is done straight down. It's not at an angle like this, it's straight down, hitting with the knife edge of the hand. Very simple technique. Okay? Reverse knife hand strike, somebody comes up, they grab a hold of you, strike into the groin. Strike into the groin. Very simple technique. Okay? Ridge hand. Ridge hand is extremely fast, it's extremely effective if it's executed correctly. One of the biggest mistakes I see people make, especially when sparring and they're attempting to hit with the ridge hand, is they do what's called a wide arc. Okay? They're trying to build up as much generated power as possible. The truth is you don't need to do that. The ridge hand, basically, the thumb tucks all the way in and it strikes with this area of the arm, swinging in that motion. The mistake I see is everybody draws all the way back here and swings in to hit with that ridge hand. The truth is, all you got to do is bring it up and snap it in. It's a very simple technique as far as that goes when you're doing the strike. All right. Nukite. Nukite is one of those controversial techniques. That's your spear hand. It can be done flat and it can be done straight. But the most important thing is you need to condition the fingers so that when you strike, you don't end up hurting your fingers as far as that goes. That technique, covering this really quickly, is not designed to strike hard subject matter on the body. It's designed for soft palate areas such as the eye, inside of the nose, the sinus cavity, throat area, side of the throat, side of the neck, stomach, okay, groin. It's not designed to be hitting chest and those types of targets. It's designed to actually work going inward and back, okay, primarily to the eyes. Anyway, this is just something with the knife hands. There is a drill that we do in the dojo. When you're standing here like this, we start with side knife hand strike, then we do inside knife hand strike, overhead knife hand strike, and a reverse knife hand strike. A lot of people slap them. Don't slap them. Strike, 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 strike. Get that body into it. That's the actual drill that you have to do for your standards, by the way. Anyway, that's pretty much it on the open hand knife hand strikes today. I hope that this helps you guys. Thank you very much.